everybody, it's Marika with Handmade by Marika, and we are live. So let's get started with last week's winners, because we did make 2 cards last week. So I want to make sure that I give them both out this week. So the first winner is Lori. So Lori, you get this first card because that's the first one you made. And then the other one is Sophie. So congratulations to all of you. If you want to send me your, not your email address, because obviously I can't email you the cards, your mailing address, I will gladly put those in the mail out for you. And thanks again for sharing and commenting and just saying hi whenever you have a chance to watch the video. Either you're live or watching the replay, I'm just happy that you get to sit down and create a card with me quickly tonight. So once again, we are back at it with the Artistically Inked. This is the French one, but it's still all the same images and not necessarily the same sentiments, but just they're in French. But I can still use them and just bring in other stamp sets so that we can make them in English. So if you are watching, make sure to say hi, and I will gladly reply and answer all your questions as we go. I'm just trying to see how I could watch this live with you and see the comments as we go. Oh, technology. Anyways, let it be. If you guys are commenting, I'll come back to it afterwards and just say hi. It's just not the same if I can't say hi and talk to you guys while we're at it. So I was right there, so now I'm not right there anymore. And now I lost it. So let's just keep going, I guess, right? Home. Why does it always do that? Why does it have to be hard? I wish my system would work the way it used to. Okay, well, I can see guys, so if you are commenting, maybe I could see them here. Oh, Martin, Sophie, you won! Yay! Okay, I can see up there that you guys are with me, but I just can't watch. Like, I wish I could watch myself. No, I can't find it. Well, we lost like 2 minutes there, so keep going. It'll pop up. So this is what we're making, and again, we're making 2 cards. So I have, it's going to be Whisper White, basic white card bases. So I have my bases here, and we're going to go with Coastal Cabana and Blushing Bride. So this is a card I cased from Stampin' Dolce, Krista Fratten. She's a Canadian demonstrator. I think it's like BC or Alberta. So I just follow her. She makes the most elegant, simple, easy stamping cards. I just am inspired by her. So this is what I was aiming for again tonight. An easy card. It's too nice outside to be inside stamping all day, even though I still do some sometimes. But let's just go for it and make ourselves some easy birthday cards, because we always need them, right? So I have 2 pieces of shimmery paper. So I don't know if you can see it in the light there, but it does have a shimmer to it. So that one is 4 by 5 1/4, and then our layering pieces are 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, because I just want a thin border all around. So I am going to put the card bases aside. I'm going to bring them in just in a few. So we're going to start with our first set. So I have the Blushing Bride ink, because that's our layering piece, and Fresh Freesia, so one of the new ink colors. And we're going to use this splotch of color here to create our designer series paper. So I think this was inspired by the actual pack of DSP. she just created, you'll see here how easy it is. I am going to ink up my ink splotch, and I don't know if you can see how bubbly it is, so mine is really inky. A tip to make it easier and smoother for your stamps to transfer to your paper and not get all this blotchiness. I don't know if you can see all the way around here. That's like the edge of the stamp, and it's not really what we're going for. We want a smooth stamp because, as you can see, there's no little lines like that there on the stamp set itself, on the stamped image, supposed to. So bring in your blending brush and lightly, like I say lightly, I'm just holding the brush to the stamp set, and I'm just brushing all the way around and smoothing that ink out. And we're going to bring in, just stamp it on our paper, and ta-da! You see how there's no edge to the stamp? It really just bleeds into the paper like alcohol ink would do. And I'm just going to keep going all the way to the other edge of the paper. And even if it overlaps, that's all good. That's perfect. Now I'm going to clean that off, and we're going to go in with the Blushing Bride. There. So put that away, and I'm just going to rub my blending brush on the side here because I am going to use it on the Blushing Bride too, but I don't want the ink to transfer. Okay, so let's ink up, and again, just to make sure, I'm going to lightly brush the outside rim of the, and then we're going to go this way. 1, and 2. There we go. So gorgeous. And let's clean that off. So I am bringing in the Happy Birthday from the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set. So I'm just going to use that Happy Birthday here with some memento. We're going to keep that ink splotch out because we're going to make another card, the exact same but just different colors. And then I'm going to bring in the cards I made right before coming on for you guys. And voila! So I hold it down a few seconds extra just to make sure that the ink does transfer, because I try to go for a more crisp black image, and because it is a saying in it, even though it is photopolymer, it's kind of hard to just line it back up if we want to stamp again. So I'd rather ink it up nicely and make sure that it transfers to the shimmery white. Then we layer that on our Blushing Bride, and there you go. We're going to put that aside. We're going to ink up the other shimmery white with our Coastal Cabana, and then this one we're going to go Pale Papaya and Coastal Cabana. So 2 very bright colors. Did I wash my Happy Birthday? I don't think I did. I am going to use it again, but I just don't want to put my finger in it and transfer it on something else. So I'm done with the pink. I'm going to bring in my blue brush. Let's ink up our stamp. Lightly brush the way around. There we go. How about we do this one like on the side? We'll still have our card open this way, but we'll just have the ink on that side. So since it is inspired by the DSP, the expression in ink, no, I have my catalog right here, I'll check it out. There, and then for our pale papaya, since it is a light color, I just want to make sure that my stamp is well cleaned. Close our ink pad. We don't want any fingers in it. And I know this ink pad is pretty juicy too, so we're gonna bring in a yellow blending brush. And just go on the outside edge of our like that. And again, what I was saying with the designer series paper there is that because we're inspired by it, we can actually just switch it up to any color that we want to make our card. And like I said before, how much I love designing my own DSP. And that's the fun part of stamping. Okay, so let's clean that off. Put this away, and now we are ready to stamp. What happened there? Squishy fit. Was that on my... Okay, well, we can clean that. We can make it work. We are going to stamp our happy birthday right down there. So hopefully it will camouflage it. And we're going to add some rhinestones or some bling to it anyway. There we go. We can barely see it. It's all good. It's all good. Clean our stamp. Maybe you guys saw me put my finger in it, but I didn't notice. There we go. We can glue that down. On our Coastal Cabana layer. Oh my god, I did put my fingers in it. Maybe it's my sham. I probably need to clean my sham actually. Okay, so these are the two pieces we've created so far. We're going to mount them on our card bases. Do we go with dimensionals or just leave them as is? There we go. Because I can't see your comments, so duh, Marika. You know what? This one we're gonna try some white baker's twine here before gluing it down to. I'm gonna try to make it little bow. So this one we're going to put with dimensionals because you know my boo-boo there. I feel like I'm on the right side here. Need a finger. There we go. Okay, it's good. It's good. I'll try and make a bow. Perfect. Love it. Let's bring in these little loops here. Now that we've done it, we can play with it and put it exactly where we want it. So, and we'll cut the excess off. There. Aw, cute. Now for dimensionals, we are going to go crazy because it is a whole layer. It's a full on layer. And then since I cut my dimensionals in half, I don't feel as bad using so many. It's just that it's, well, they'd be just as many to remove them, but it takes a little longer to remove them all when there is so many on there. And there we go. Now I like to turn my card sideways because I line up the longer edge first, and then hope that the other edge is pretty good there. Good job. And then this one, we are going to just go straight down on the card base. And we'll add some of those adhesive sequins, those shimmer iridescent, I guess I would say. They're not really shimmery, but they're some kind of glitterish, shiny, bright. Take your pick tool. And of course, let's use them up. There. And on this one, let's go for some here too. That one's doesn't have anything on it. There we go. Okay, the envelope. I hear you. I can't see you, but I heard you. Envelopes, envelopes. Let's just stamp right that same splotch image. Oh, I left it on the block. Right here, my dear. And we'll go with our matching layer. So I'm going to bring in my brushes again because even though it's just the envelope, we want to make it as cute as we can. There. And right there on the flap. Aw, so cute. And where's my brush? Clean that off. Bring in the blue. Clean my stamp. Or I need to go wash that chamois before I mess up anything else. Coastal Cabana. There we go. And right on the flap again here. Ta-da! Clean everything up, and then we are all set. I'll show you the two cards I made before. They are more, like these two are bright and cherry colors. The other two are a little more regal. I went with cherry cobbler and shaded spruce. Imagine that. So the shaded spruce, not too bad. I like it. That one turned out good because it does remind me of that designer series paper. But the cherry cobbler, I'm not too sure. I don't know if it's because it's too dark. I should have reversed those two colors. I don't know. I'm not too sure about this one. But again, cherry cobbler is not my favorite go-to color. So I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone, but still not too comfortable apparently. So here are the 4 cards I made tonight within 1 hour. 45 minutes I made all these 4 cards. And I'm pretty pleased with them. We always need some happy birthday cards, so these are just fun, and you can add any accessories, use a label to just make it pop even more, add some embossing, just have fun with it. Put your finger on there, go to town. I thank you so much again for joining me tonight, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you try it out. Even if you just try out with any image you have at home, let me know. Share it in the comments. I'd be happy to see. I always love seeing your creations for sure. But of course, don't forget to share the video so your name goes in the draw for the next week's card. Again, there'll be 2 winners. Geez, I'm feeling lovely to this month, huh? Maybe we'll go for a whole month of giving away 2 cards. So share away, and I appreciate you all. Have a great week, and see you next Monday. Bye!